Yes, if I take too much kimchi, then right after the meal, going back home, then I will stay in the toilet.
So I don't even think about becoming a business owner in the first place.
Your friends describe you as Jaceme back then in uni.
Study last minute, everything last minute. Fortunately, I said very lucky. I can graduate successfully.
But why you choose to specialize in cancer nutrition?
What they should eat or what they should avoid. The answer always something along the line like, oh, you can eat anything. Okay, well, the intentions is very good. Avoiding unnecessary food restrictions is good, but the thing is, patients are, the lack of specific guideline, right? So actually leave the patients vulnerable to all those misinformations.
Hi everyone, welcome to Not Only Diet Talk, episode 28 already. Yeah, so today we invite Jaceme, and today it's gonna be a topic of dietetic or dietitian and entrepreneurship, and also something related to diet, which is cancer and nutrition management, which I believe out of 28 episodes that we've been discussing, we never really touch on cancer and nutrition management. So I think it will be interesting to hear more from the experts.
Yeah, into the future.
Hi everyone. So thanks for having me in the broadcast. My name is Jaceme. So a registered dietitian and chief dietitian of Home Dietitians Consultancy Sdn Bhd. So basically, I specialize in providing the personalized dietary solutions for individuals managing cancer, kidney disease, diabetes, and others chronic diseases.
Sounds very fancy.
Wow,
Right.
really? Right?
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna talk more about your entrepreneurship journey. Basically, how long since you basically started home dietitian?
If Sdn Bhd will be just 1 year, so it's still a baby. Yeah.
But the enterprise when you first started is since.
It was 2 years ago, 2 to 3 years ago.
All right. Okay. Okay. So before we go and dive deeper into that, let's ask Jaceme, because this is part of our compulsory question that we ask our guests.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I believe you prepare, right?
Yes.
Let us know, right?
But I think before we go to the question, I just want to re-emphasize again, like I told to our audience as well, what we do in My Fine Diet as well. So we aim to bring sustainable, healthy dietary behavior for everyone as well.
Yep, and we do have our own personal dietetic nutrition coaching.
Yep.
All right.
Wow. Okay.
So
You
let's
don't,
go.
you don't know.
I know.
Let's go to the question.
All right. Okay. So, Jaceme, like, what is your nutrition principle as a dietitian?
Okay, I think a personalized diet is very crucial. It's just like a shirt. We have M size, S size, XL, right? So everyone wear different sizes. So what works for one person may not suit another's. So I think through tailoring the dietary advices, right, for individuals' needs, we can achieve a better health outcome and improve overall well-being.
All right. Shen Yi.
But somehow it sounds complex as well, right? Because everyone have different size.
True. So it's like maybe athlete or should take more proteins. For myself, maybe 1 to 1.2 grams per kg per day, etc. So sometimes people might think that Jaceme, what is your diet plan? Kindly share with me. But my diet plans is not necessarily suit you.
Okay. All right. So you get that question a lot as well.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So I have a question for you as well.
Okay.
So if let's say you are the next Minister of Health, for example.
Okay.
So what will you do differently in terms of policy, or maybe what is your unspoken vision?
Okay, definitely I would integrate the dietitian services into insurance coverage.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because nutrition is the foundation of health, and usually the insurance coverage only cover doctor's visits, treatment plans, hospital stay, etc. But I think dietitian services is very important. Should be accessible for everyone, to everyone. Okay, it's a necessary part of healthcare.
Exactly.
This is very important.
Would it be the same for like speech therapists, physiotherapists? Would they be under your?
I think speech therapy is already included in the treatment plan, but dietitians, I don't think. Yes, I don't think. No.
Yeah.
I think that's not included.
I think I heard somewhere like a private hospital practice. I heard somewhere, but I'm not particularly sure about it. But I do agree that we need to integrate so that people can also utilize it because they know they will get a tax relief.
Yes.
Yep.
If you were to ask someone to pay something, pay the money from their pockets, right, for dietitian service, they will say, "Oh, what is these charges? I don't want it. I want to exclude it." So it would be great if our government, if I were the Price Minister, I would definitely integrate this dietitian service into coverage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Agree with you on
That
that.
helps the whole the whole field.
The industry,
Yeah,
the
the
whole
industry.
entire industry.
I think also as a private practice, you know, like I think this is gonna help us a lot as well, right?
Yeah.
In
With all the service is,
Yep.
you know, under insurance or
Yep.
under being covered.
Yep. True.
Yep.
All right. So before we go deeper, right, Shen Yi, we want to discuss one hot topic that recently we heard on social media.
Yeah.
Jaceme, feel free to add if you feel like. But yeah, Shen Yi, like I actually came across one post on social media on Instagram specifically. It says that the recent studies found that when we eat kimchi, I didn't remember how many, how much that we should take.
Yeah.
It actually helps to burn fat or help you to reduce your weight. So it's very interesting because I believe that kimchi is pretty much a good probiotic source as well for our daily diet. And I know a lot of benefits of kimchi, but I never heard that the study that was being done said it can actually help for weight loss or like reduce fat or burn fat or whatever terms that is being used. So
in fact, that title catch my attention as well. When the news or on social media they're saying, eat kimchi, you can prevent obesity.
wow, we can actually put this as a tidbit.
But one of the concerns is kimchi sometimes can be very salty.
Yeah, means the sodium it could be high, right? Yeah.
And also I feel like sometimes the hygiene issue.
The way they fermented the kimchi
true,
as well.
true.
Yeah, based on and because of that title, I know I go and have a read at the paper and things like that. By far, I think this is the only paper that mentioned about kimchi could helps to reduce body fat. And in fact, inside the study itself, I think
Bias or not?
is from what I read, it is not biased. We are not going very deep on that, but they actually do an experiment on people who take 30 grams of kimchi, approximately 30 grams of kimchi in a day, and then of course they find the result. But at the same time, I would say the result that comes from the study or experiment is beneficial because at least right now we know they have some beneficial effect towards our microbiome, towards a good bacteria that we have in our gut that could potentially helps to reduce the risk of obesity. And also, if I'm not mistaken, it helps with the lipid profile as well. But yeah, I mean the things to highlight here, I guess would be audience might ask, oh then I should take 30 grams of kimchi per day, lor? So that I don't get into obese state and things like that. But over here, I think by taking kimchi itself, this study will be suggesting you can take kimchi as part of a healthy diet. But if let's say you take 30 grams of kimchi, take myself as an example, right? I will go to toilet. And
yes.
we will certain
Me
people.
too.
Yeah, you are the same as well.
I encountered this.
Yes, if I take too much kimchi, then right after the meal, going back home, then I will stay in the toilet
That's
for.
why obesity can help in obesity. Solve the constipation issue.
Probably.
There could be some correlation on that as well.
There should become correlation. But I think I want to emphasize in terms of the result of the study itself, and I hope our audience do not get hooked by
Easily,
the title itself. Yes, and it just stated that this kimchi in this experiment itself, it have some certain beneficial effect towards our microbiome.
Yep.
Towards our good bacteria. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, that's a good point of discussion. That
Yeah.
we just wanna let everyone also aware that when you watch or listen to our podcast, we will try to bring like a hot topic in nutrition and dietetic, so
Yeah.
that we all are actually aware about what's happening right now.
Exactly.
All right, so let's move on. So we put Jaceme into the spotlight
Yeah.
now. All right.
We'll come back again.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So we are very interested to know about your dietpreneurship journey.
Entrepreneur.
Yeah, right. The new term, yeah, entrepreneurship journey. So maybe the first question is like, what is the biggest learning of you being an entrepreneur so far?
I think one of my biggest learnings in entrepreneurship is all about trials and error. Okay, always learning from mistakes. So let me share about 2 key experiences that taught me a valuable lessons. So during the COVID-19 periods, right, I actually decided to OEM a pocket-sized sanitizer. Sounds good, right? Okay. Then with a minimum quantity of 3,000. That was minimum quantity. Okay. Then thinking that it would be a very great opportunity to earn big. Of course, that time was really quick.
COVID.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I overlooked that one of the critical aspects. I lack of e-commerce and marketing skill that I didn't know how to operate the platform like Shopee effectively. I didn't know. But I don't know what was my thought at the time. I was like, I want to earn something.
Yeah.
And then at the end, I lost over 10,000 for that. So I pay. I would say I pay for the
Experience.
I pay for the lessons for that.
Oh, that's a good
And
mindset.
other times, I try to enter the F&B business by offering the healthy meal options, because I believe that I could create a nutritious meal that was affordable and also high qualities. So I invested in renting a center kitchens. Another thing sounds good, right? So
Yeah.
I did all R&D myself, but I realized that it wasn't as simple as I thought. So you have to control the cost, control the price, and so while maintaining the consistent qualities. That was extremely challenging for me. And then I learned that without a proper experience in F&B and a standardized SOP, right? So it was really tough to survive in that industry.
Yep.
So it's not my cup of cake, I would say. Maybe a cup of cake of others.
Yeah, I mean we come across a few companies
Yeah.
they are doing similar things.
Healthy meal lah. Okay.
Healthy meal.
So this experience actually taught me an very important lessons. Okay. So entrepreneurship is not just that it's not only having the great ideas. I have ideas. I have a lot of ideas to run. But it's all about executions and also having the right skill and learning as you go. So you need to be ready to adapt and gain experience and continuously improve to stay in the game. And then you must tahan the stress So
of course.
Yeah, because entrepreneur you must have at least, from me at least 6 to 1 years of backup plan for your financials, meaning that you have financial support for
6 months to 1 year.
6 months to 1 year.
Yeah. Else, very stressed unless you're very rich.
Which you probably is, right?
No. I started as a freelance dietitian. So that's why there was all my financial supports.
Of course. Yeah. So basically you are solo, right? Only you.
No,
In
with
the
a
company?
team of 8 dietitians with me working.
Okay. But when you first started, it was only you.
Yes, started myself, and after that I build rapport, and then I build my networking, and then I build my own communities, and then through referral from clients,
of course.
or from house,
Yep.
and I expand my business.
Wow.
That's all.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So
You can do that. Wow.
we are doing it right now.
Yeah.
But we are not as big scale, I would say, right? Yeah, because it's only 2 of us right now.
But always starts from small. Right?
Agree.
Yeah.
Even though a big company or the public listed company, they also start from small.
Yeah. From zero lah.
Yeah. SME.
Okay. So you've been in the industry as a dietitian and also as an entrepreneur. So how do you feel after a few years in the field? Like right now, like you feel very comfortable already, or like you feel like there's already static, you need more challenge?
Honestly speaking, I never planned to be an entrepreneur because for me I didn't face any major challenges now because for me all the challenges is not a challenge for me because I'm that kind of person. I really like to take out all the challenges of the problem and then adapt to the stress, the issues, solve the issues. I'm a problem solver. So I think because I never think I don't even think about becoming a business owner in the first place. So I thought I would be
always work for others lah, something like that.
I really never thought of that.
Interesting.
So,
Tell us more.
So actually after I graduated, right, I started my career in retail pharmacies, in wellness center, in medical groups, and then and even as a freelance dietitian, as I mentioned. So I gained a lot of hands-on experience along the way. But somehow unintentionally, I found myself stepping into the business world. So it wasn't something that I dreamed of or prepare for. It just happened. Okay. True. It just happened. I thought I would be employee lah.
Work for others, makan gaji.
Okay, I never, because I'm from Malacca. Malacca is very simple only. I think things very simple. Okay, not like city girls, KL girls who want to earn a lot and I want to be a boss. And then I also not a youngster. They always want to be entrepreneur. Okay, so entrepreneurship actually told me that it's not just about patience for your professions. It's about learning to run a business, manage the operations, and most importantly, adapt quickly to a new challenges. So for me, if I'm able to adapt to challenges, there is not issues for you.
Okay. Alright. Sorry, before you go into that.
Okay.
This might be a bit out of questions, but
always out of questions.
Yeah. She can solve the problem.
Problem solver. What is your, 10, 20 years direction actually for your
10
company?
to 20 years directions for companies is I wish to have diet service in each of the clinics. Maybe GP or not only, because I found that all of the dietetic service usually people have to go hospital, medical center,
get referral first.
It's tough lah to be true. To really seek for dietitian services in the hospital. So I found that maybe in a medical clinics of some way center, so people can easily walk in and book for appointment. That will be great. So in 10 years time, I wish to open, I don't be so greedy lah, maybe 50 over. 10 years is still got time.
A lot of time.
1 year 10.
1 year 10.
1 year 5.
1 year 5.
You get 50.
True.
Or maybe more.
Or in Malaysia, so.
Right.
I don't want to in KL only. In Penang,
Okay. So
way.
currently in KL, you already have some network on that.
Yes.
That's great. Yeah,
That's awesome.
right. Actually, I want to further, know more about because you were saying you are a problem solver, right? And basically you see the challenge as one of the things that you need to solve. And when you can solve it, you don't see it as a big challenge.
Yes,
But throughout, let's say around 3 years or 3 or 4 years journey in, be it starting your own business and things like that, right? What is the one challenge that is like initially, or it makes you feel like I cannot go through it? But of course, looking at you now, I believe you already get through it lah. But what is the biggest challenge?
Okay, for me, probably I think it will be for me lah, because I'm the kind of, I think I'm lucky enough to say I'm like very lucky person. As in some dietitians or some nutritionists, I think they really work very, very hard, harder than me. I didn't say I know.
You just said.
Okay, but I think I work strategically. I say I work strategically, and then with support from around the people. I mean, people around me, marketing, medicals, doctors, healthcare professionals. They really support me. So those are my resources that I can utilize.
Yep.
Okay, so maybe in like what you say, in 3 years' time, I might encounter some things that might be challenges I can foresee. So which I can foresee is, I think the most important, you must be very passionate about the career.
True.
If you lost the patience, right, you cannot do anything. So I think the bigger challenge is to remain your passionate in the field. Sometimes you work very frustrating. Patients, they give you a lot of feedback. Sometimes your dietitians will say, wow. Okay. Okay. So
Right.
I just foreseen. Okay. Or sometimes maybe could be others dietetic service which people. If something happens, I'm not sure. So I think I can foresee. Most importantly, you must maintain your patience in the career. Because I like to consult people. I would like.
You still do consulting, right?
Yes, I still do consulting. So I think I'm very lucky because I'm doing the things which is my strength. But if you were to ask me to do something that I'm not good at, example like marketing, I'm not good at. I probably cannot skill. So you must do something for me lah. Every field, I mean, everyone has their spotlight. Has
Right.
its own spotlight.
Yep, that's
Example,
true.
some people do well in marketing, some do in sales, some do in not only dietetic. I mean, diet related career lah. Sometimes most of my dietitian friends, they do well. They do well in mass comm, in telemarketing,
Understand.
other things. So you must find your patience. And then you can remain. Everything's issue, everything comes up, then you can solve it very well. But you don't lose your patience.
That's a good point. Yeah. Shen, do you have any question? Because I want to ask something
You
before
got so
we
many
go.
questions.
I got a lot.
Yeah, I'm good. Before we move on to the second part.
The second part, I have a lot.
Second part, okay?
Because just now you said that this entrepreneurship was not something that you dream or prepared for. It just happened, right?
It just happened.
Yeah. So let's retrospective to your uni life lah. Right. Because maybe someone out there, students in dietetics or nutrition right now, they might actually be wondering what they want to be after they graduate. So maybe if you can describe or tell us or share with us, how would your friends describe you as Jaceme back then in uni? Like, what kind of you as a student that time?
I think probably my lecturer of my uni mate comment I'm very blur.
Very blur.
And also sometimes I'm very last minute person. So I believe last minute work is, I mean, you can do well for last minute. It's the best work. Okay, because last minute data have to come out something. Okay.
Yeah.
So for me, always study last minute, everything last minute. I'm fortunately, I say I'm very lucky. I can graduate successfully.
I see. Or you're just being humble. Huh?
I feel like she's just being
right.
humble.
Usually, successful people, they always like that, right? Yeah.
Honestly speaking, I'm not the first class student. I'm not.
Shen Yi is, by the way.
Wow.
FYI.
There was-
Wow. So for me, I think result doesn't mean anything. It's your human skills, your interpersonal skill. That's really matter.
Understand.
Yeah.
Yep. Go ahead, Shen Yi.
I think just now you mentioned about, to be passionate in the things that you are doing, and let's move on a little bit to relate with some disease. Today we are happy to have you as well to share with us in terms of your experience dealing with client with cancer problem. Yeah. Okay. So what maybe you can share with us what kind of cancer or some common cancer patient that you consult or you encounter before?
Exactly. Most of my cancer patients are breast cancer,
Okay.
Breast
cancer, colon cancer, and also the others like brain I think I have cancer patients with different types of cancer. Like different types of cancer. But most of the cancer cases that I handle is breast cancer. Because it's very common, right? Women's and women's, and then
colon cancer as well.
Women's are very sentimental, and then they sleep late, they have high stress. Nowadays, women's can do well. Okay, they have to jaga their families and their work. That's why there's a cancer. I mean, the roots we would say could be a root causes of cancer to develop the breast cancer because it's hormone related.
Yeah.
Okay. But why you choose to specialize in cancer nutrition?
I chose to specialize in cancer nutrition because I realized there are so many myths surroundings for the diets for cancer patients. Okay, so often when patients ask their doctors, oncologists, what they should eat or what they should avoid, the answer always something along the line like, oh, you can eat anything. Okay, well, the intentions is very good. Avoiding unnecessary food restrictions is good, but the thing is, patients are, the lack of specific guideline, right? So actually leave the patients vulnerable to all those misinformations.
True.
So sometimes they will easily fall into the scam, buying the products that not only cost a lot,
that is very, very
but
true.
Also may interfere with their treatment plan or chemo plan. That's why I understood that how crucial it is to provide the right diet, nutrition, right diet educations. So cancer patients need proper evidence-based nutrition guidance to support their treatment.
True.
And then to prevent the complications and improve their quality of life. So I think my goal is to bring the gaps, to fill in the gaps, ensuring the patients are receiving the reliable information, diet informations, and then feel empowered to make the best dietary choices during their cancer journey. Okay. Actually three goals only. My first, to make sure they survive throughout the cancer journey.
That will be the goal for your consultation.
That is first.
All right.
Second, maintain their quality of life. They feel better, they feel stronger. And then third, prevent the recurrence of cancer through diets. You imagine after their treatment plan, what they do, they go back home, they makan, they sleep, like usual routine. So what if their diet's really back to the square? Which could be the reason that affect or causes cancer. So everything they have, then recurrence of cancer, they will do it over again. That's why diets play a very important role in cancer, to prevent cancer's recurrence, and also make sure they are also, other than cancer, they could have diabetes, cholesterol, heart disease, or side effect of cancer treatments. So these are the things can be resolved from the diet and nutrition.
What say you? What say you, Shen Yi?
I mean, I agree with the goal that you were mentioning, and I'm just wondering as well, because when it comes to, for example, breast cancer, right? Besides diet, is there any other intervention that you will focus on to ensure the quality of life, or even towards their mental health, for example?
Yes. Of course, I think consultations is something like counseling sessions. So you have to brainwash them. So other than diet, of course, sleep is very important. Exercise is very important.
True.
So usually I will communicate with them. Hey, can we try a little bit? Can we start a light exercise today? If you are able to stand, or you should sleep. If you are able to stand, why you should lying on the bed, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's true.
But cancer patients, some of the cancer patients, they might think that I'm sick.
Right.
They're mentally sick. But actually physically they can move. So these are the things that other than, so usually I would think that dietitians is not only consult for diets. You also cover with them, understand their needs, and they understand their thoughts, change their mind. Okay, you cannot be like that after this chemo. You can survive. Okay,
encourage them.
Encourage them. Then they feel really good. They feel stronger. then sometimes they'll think, oh, when the cancer will recurrent back.
That's very sad.
It's common for most of the cancer patients. They're afraid of this kind of things happens again.
Of course.
So that's why you have to communicate. If a proper diet, okay, it will help a lot. Then you cannot be worried so much. This kind of thing lah.
Understand.
Counseling.
Counseling skill. Yeah.
So how did you measure the adherence or like the success rate of your consultation, especially cancer patients?
Okay, very straightforward from their blood test diet profile. I mean the full blood count. For example, like red blood cell, white blood cell, platelets. Those are the markers, are indicators. Usually we monitor during the chemo times of treatment plans, and also their muscle.
Okay.
To measure the muscle, see whether any muscle loss. So I myself is nutrition's focal physical findings. I think I took a course in Rutgers University's short courses. So I know sometimes I look through their physical examinations. I can tell whether is it muscle loss, things like that. So I make sure I have to be asked. I have asked that. I must ensure they're on their screen, can see their face. Okay.
Oh, it's a virtual consultation.
Yes, virtual.
All right.
Sometimes it's a physical consult. Then I will monitor any weight loss, and I will timbang lah. Of course, their weight. They monitor really. And then other than that, of course, they will tell you, "Hey, I feel better. Just me after I started your program for 2 weeks. I think I really achieved my diet. Like yesterday, I have one cancer patient who is overweight one. I think it's obese, not overweight. Obese. Okay, so she actually lose weight during the chemo, but it's good because it's obese already. So after lose weight, you should actually feel better, more energetic, and then also stronger. Like she feels stronger. That's things that I monitor for the cancer patients.
Yeah, when was the last time you managed cancer patient? I think it's been quite some time. No?
I think 2 or 3 years ago.
Really tough, but it was, for me, I think it's really tough because sometimes you cannot prevent. I mean, sometimes patients pass away. Very less often now, but because you were really governed with the patients, very wow, it's sudden. So it was, and then the family members they put on the hope on you. They could, of course, I would tell diets is not the solutions for cancer. It's just support. But sometimes they will still in hope. They still hope that diets can really resolve. That's why a lot of people fall into the scam. Say, oh, this thing can treat cancer with this. You no need to do any. You don't need to do any cancer treatment.
You just drink this. You just take this. Yeah.
But we wouldn't tell these things because it's not true Okay, too true to be true. I think. Okay.
All right. Interesting. And I think I have a follow-up question. On this, like it's more towards the emotional attachment that probably because I can see from your approach you will usually befriend, right? And I did come across as well some other healthcare professional. They are trying to reduce the emotional attachment with their client when they are doing consultation or when they are doing something. Yeah. So how do you deal with this emotional attachment when, as what you say, for example, you are kind of close with your patient and something happened, then your patient just passed away, for example. How do you deal with it as a healthcare professional?
For me, I think I treat every patient as my family member. So all my patients, right? And imagine if your family member pass away, of course you will feel very sad. Okay. So for me, I will take it as I already try my best. Okay. So sometimes other than diet advices, maybe the medical support, maybe the financially support, mentally support, or whatever things they need to look for any services. All those is out of my scope of services. Okay, but I still provide. Because if you were my family members, and then you have these issues, then you have no one to look for. So you will feel very frustrating. So for me, I will just try my best, so with no regret. And then when really like this kind of thing happen, I say, I really try my best. It's not I didn't like okay lah, just pass away lah, it's okay lah. Anyhow it pass away. I know for me, I think I try my best. So I don't have any hard feeling. Of course I've said for maybe 1 to 2 days I feel emotional, so I'm still human. But sometimes I feel like, but very very rare lah, my patient pass away. So I think still okay at the moment.
Understand.
Okay.
Alright. Let's make it a little bit more practical because I feel like the tone is a bit down.
Oh yeah,
right now. So we want to let people also see, nutrition is part of the support management for cancer patients, right? And maybe we want here as a dietitian, we want to highlight, like what is the impact of proper nutrition in cancer care, because I think it's very important for people to know.
Yes, very important.
Yeah.
So let me share about a case that highlight the impact of proper nutrition in cancer care. So I had a breast cancer patient who was overweight, that she felt very weak, and then her white blood cell was below the recommended level, which caused delay in her treatment. So she started my one-to-one cancer diet coachings, where I focus on putting her on a high protein diet tailored to meet her body specific needs. So the goal was to ensure she received the right nutrients to support her recovery and improve her blood cell count. Okay, so 2 weeks later, after we actually saw a significant improvement. So her red blood cell increased to 12 something. There was before was 8 to 9 something, and then her white blood cell went up to 9. So remarkably, it was achieved solely through the proper diet management, what we call M&D lah, but layman we don't know. M&D, medical nutrition
therapy.
Okay. Just to highlight this thing to support her. Without, and then she did this was without any additional medical interventions, through from diet. So she also she felt better, and then her energy level improved, her muscle became stronger, so she was able to stand a little bit longer. Previously was bedridden. Okay, so I think I feel great lah. Can help cancer patients, and then she also felt great. So I think this is very important. Proper nutrition guidance in a cancer care. It's not we say, after taking this, you don't do any treatments. This online, okay.
I see. So that means after that your client can continue her treatment, because she cannot continue the treatment.
I forgot to mention the things. She can proceed with the treatments, the 4 treatments. So this case were really a great examples of how a personalized evidence-based nutrition plans can directly support the cancer treatments, and then improve the physical strength, and also enhance the overall well-being. She feels great right now.
Okay, maybe the last question, and then you can make the summary.
Okay.
So remember, like when we first started this conversation, we were talking about why you choose nutrition, cancer nutrition management, because of the myth surrounding this area, right? So how do you usually manage patients or clients who came with a specific myth? Like it's not easy sometimes, right, to change their mind about myth, right? I think something like white food or something like that.
For example, they said you cannot take some food in white color.
Food in white color.
If you have cancer,
if they have cancer, then some of the things that you cannot touch at all, or you have to get some herbs kind of medicine that is very expensive and things like that.
So have you encountered?
Of course, every day.
So how do you manage this kind of patients?
So I will just tell lah. Okay, of course, all the myths in the so-called cancer markets. So I roughly know which products is they targeted for cancer. So usually when the patients or client come to me, so I already know what kind of questions they will ask, he or she will ask. So I will share with them my experience. I mean, my other clients or patients' experience after taking this, after trying this. Then I'll be speaking to them. Example like what you mentioned, like white things cannot right, white things cannot eat. I would say I never heard about this, but white things is very good. White things is cauliflower anti-cancer. How did you say? Can you share me your thoughts? Why did you say so? Then they will say, why I say so? I don't know. I
So
heard
you
from auntie.
like reverse psychology,
I heard from auntie, uncle say, my friend say cannot take. Then I say, did he survive? I will ask back lah. Then you ask back. I ask, can you ask back the persons who say that? They say, no, I just miss. Then they know already ma. Ask back. Sometimes they just suggest us only. They just suggest answer.
Got it. It's about manage their expectation also lah before they come to you, because you won't affirm this thing like, okay, then don't take white color things, for example.
Yes, true. I think it's very important, your energy. So sometimes I feel like negative person attract negative people. Positive person attract positive. So sometimes a negative person, they feel everything is bad, why this happened, they complain a lot. So for me, I feel like my cancer patient, they are very nice. Very nice.
Because you are nice. Then you
that's what you're trying to say. I get it.
They're really nice. Really, sometimes you expand to, of course they have questions. They have asked. They should have asked me. Okay, so they ask me questions. Then I answer. Okay. Maybe my answer is good lah. Okay, so they're okay with that. So sometimes any questions they ask again, they answer again. So okay, I think it's fine. Rather than those negative thoughts of myself, when it's my last day. This kind of thing. So this kind of patients, usually they won't come to me, honestly speaking, because they are too negative. No one can change their energy level. True. Of course, we're trying to help mommy if any kind of patients.
Got it.
Yep, Shen Yi, I think we are running out of time already.
But it's a very, very, I would say, informative and also interesting sharing from Jaceme. She highlighted again today in her sharing, she highlighted again in personalized nutrition management, and of course she shared her her experience managing cancer patient as well, and why you choose to specialize in cancer nutrition management, and of course in terms of your dietpreneurship, right?
Dietpreneurship.
I think me myself, I get some insights in terms of just trial and error. Just try first, and based on your experience lah. Do you have anything to add on?
I think just encouragement. Encouragement words for dietitians, new dietitians or fresh graduate dietitian, because a lot of people, I think a lot of dietitians are lost lah. Once they graduate, or even many years after their graduation, like me, I also lost their time. Okay, so I think whether you are employee or entrepreneur, whatever things are, you must find your patience. Okay, find your strengths and weakness. So example, like myself, I cannot do well in marketing, but I can do well in sales and maybe this kind of thing. So I do things, I focus on sales. Then you ask someone to do for marketing for you lah. You don't have to solo. You cannot do one person cannot do so many things. So my advice for youngster, for the dietitians, would be, you must find your niche and your strength. And your patience. So not only in diets, some dietitians, they're really not interested in diets industry. So but you must find your patience. Example, you do well in photographing, in drawing, whatever thing. Then once you have patience, then you can sustain. It can be sustained like diet, right? You got patience. Diet, if you like the things, you can sustain. You can eat every day. Same goes to patients. If you really find your patients, you can do the things literally every day. So for me, I think I find my patients. So for me, working is not a working. Working is life. Life is working. So I don't feel like working.
Working is life. Life is working.
I think she integrated it as part of her life. You know.
okay.
Yes, it's part of my life. I mean, I take it as my life already.
Got
I
it.
enjoy it.
Yeah. All right. Once again, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jaceme,
for your sharing.
insights, your
Okay,
sharings.
Yeah, and for the audience and listener out there, if you find this information from Jaceme is useful, feel free to share this episode with your friend around. And I think that's all for our episode today.
And if you want to talk to dietitian, please feel free to message us on DM or visit us at www.myfinddiet.com. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.